Hey guys, it's Mr. Thibodeau. So, coming at you with your lesson 64. Mental math, problem solving, yeah. Then, what do we got? So, we turn the page. Using money to model decimal numbers. Okay? So, make sure you have your mom's checkbook nearby. No, I'm just kidding. In this lesson, we will use money to illustrate decimal numbers. Recall that in our system, the position a digit occupies in a number has a value, called a place value. Right? As we move to the left from the ones place, the value of each place is 10 times greater than the place where it's right. And that's because we use base 10. Okay, that means that every new base we're at is 10 times greater. Okay, we have shown the place values for places, but the pattern continues without end. Okay, always. Now that's also true when you go the other side. If you divide by 10, you go from thousands to hundreds, from tens to ones. Okay, and that continues to happen if you keep dividing by 10. You get 1/10, then 100, then 1,000th, then 10,000th, then 100,000th, then 1,000,000th. Okay, smaller and smaller and smaller by 10 each time. The decimal value moves over by 1, and we're inserting zeros or whatnot. Okay. The decimal point is a reference, much like the commas, but more important, it tells us where the whole number places and the decimal places begin. Okay, so when we're talking about dollars, okay, pennies, dimes, and dollar bills are all base 10, right? Now nickels are base 5, right? You get a new nickel every time you you get to 5. Okay, so those don't really help us in this particular case. Quarters are base 25. Every time you get a new 20, up to 25, you get a new quarter. Don't really care about that in this case because it's not gonna help us. So, going over here, right? So we have use decimals numbers to write dollars and cents, such as 625. This collection of bills and coins total 625. Number of bills and coins matches the digits. Okay, 6 ones, 2 dimes, 5 pennies. Use pennies, dimes, and dollar bills, $10 and $100 bills to model place value. The last row of the chart gives the money value of each place. Okay. The first place to the right of the decimal point is the tenths place. That's your dimes. Okay, so 50 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, right? And then this one is just a 0 if you don't have anything. Okay. So if you had $6.3, okay, that's accurate, but really it's 6.30. So the 0 goes there. It's not needed, but it helps us understand and read it better at $6.30. Okay. Let's see. What combination of dollars, dimes, and pennies makes 465? Okay, so $4. 6 dimes, and 5 pennies. If you say a nickel, you're wrong because that's not what we're doing. Yes, you could use a nickel there, IRL, or you could even throw in a quarter in there, but that's not going to help you with this particular math, right? So, we're just pretending we only have the base 10 ones, dollars, dimes, and pennies. All right. We'd probably use 2 quarters, a dime, and a nickel to make 65 cents with actual money, but we do not use quarters and nickels to model decimal place value because that would be confusing. So, okay, we'll just ignore that. What's place value of the 4? That's going to be your pennies. Pennies. Is $3.67 closer to $3.60 or $3.70? It is closer to $3.70. Round it up. Because 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all round up. 1, 2, 3, and 4 all round down. On his way home from work, Tavon stopped at the supermarket and purchased carrots for $1.66, broccoli for $4.32, and cauliflower for $2.50. What is a reasonable estimation of the cost of these vegetables? So, we're going back to our rounding, right? So, they rounded this one to $1.50, which I appreciate. That's what I was talking to you about before, is rounding to the tenths, rounding to a 50 cents here, or can be a very useful way of doing it, okay? So here, they round to the nearest half dollar. Compatible numbers and round to the nearest half dollar, okay? So, and that's because 50 cents matters. 50 cents is a big deal if you're talking about just a little bit of money. So if you round all the way to $2, all the way down to $3, and then all the way to $3 again, yeah, you're probably going to get a sort of similar number, but it's it's just a little iffy, okay? This one in particular is going to cause you to some change because it's going to say it's $8 to $2.50. And that is, that's a big difference when you're talking about money sometimes. So it just depends on what the context is. So I appreciate that they rounded to the nearest half dollar. I really like that. Lesson practice, I'm going to do that here in a second with you. First off, it's the last thing of the week. I'll try and make it easy for you. So I'm going to say 24 through 30 all. So just 6 problems, okay? 24 through 30 all. Now, lesson practice. Go ahead and get a start on it on your own. If you need help, just jump back here. All right, so where's the 5 in here? So this is dollars, $10, pennies, and dimes. What combination of dollars, dimes, and pennies makes $3.84 using the fewest bills and coins possible? Again, I don't want, fewest bills and coins possible. It's a little confusing, but it's all they want you to do is say dollars, dimes, pennies. Yes, you could use 384 pennies, right? That would get you there. It's not helpful. Don't do it. You could do 38 dimes and 4 pennies. Sure, still not super helpful. $3, 8 dimes, 4 pennies. Nice and simple. Absolutely, in real world, you'd probably be talking about quarters in there, but that makes it more complicated. So don't ask for the math book to make it more complicated. Is $12.63 closer to $12.60 or to $12.70? Well, we're talking about this last one. It's closer to 60 than 70. Sorry. So we'll just circle that one or underline that one. $6.08 is closer to 6 or 6.10. Nope, sorry, 6.10. I was thinking it's going to round to the near. Anyway. Teresa purchased 3 notebooks for $1.49 each. What is a reasonable estimation? So here, again, in my mind, and I think what the book is actually looking for here, is rounding to the nearest 50 cents, half dollar. So I would say 150 times 3. So $1.50 plus $1.50 is $3. Add another $1.50 is $4.50. Okay. Now technically the actual answer is 3 pennies less, so $4.47. But that is how you do it. Yeah, that's it. Have a good one, my dudes. Let me know if you have any questions. Peace.